Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Just thought I'd start the video off with letting you guys know that I had this mask on, and I didn't know if you could hear me talking or not, but I wanted to be more safe than sorry.
That's a lot better. Take that thing off. For real. Hey everybody, welcome back. Got this thing. Heather says back it up. I'm sitting too high, but my arm is only so long, so I could put it on the tripod. So we're back. Miss Heather's going to get back.
Work on my model.
Work on her model. Work on it. And got to mask the windows on it and get them painted. Where's it at? Right there. Get them windows painted, or the trim, rather. And then when we get the window trim painted, we can get the windows in it. We're also going to paint the back bed portion. I'm going to try and simulate some wood back here. It already looks like wood. It's just not colored like wood. And really then just put it together. So that's pretty much all that's got to be done. But we haven't worked on it in several days. But we're back, and this is Sunday evening, so we're going to get back on it. Alright, I'm going to, anything you want to say? To anybody, all your commenters? She gets a lot more comments than I do. I don't know what the deal is. Why do you guys comment to her so many times and you just like leave me alone?
Because they like me better.
Or whatever.
I'm just joking.
Alright, so we're going to get to work on this truck and see if we can get some progress done, and we will be back in just a second. Stand by. Alright, so she's first time masking the windows.
Cutting it? I feel like it's not even cutting it.
Oh, it's cutting if you're running through it. So you just have to let that thing lay in that valley, and it will pretty well ride in it. But it will also jump out.
But am I pushing it hard enough? Isn't it? Yeah, it's cutting it. I see it. I see it.
It's a brand new blade.
I know. Did you say it would jump out?
Well, it will start to, if it ever catches anything, if you're just going with it, it can, because the blade's so sharp it'll grab. I try to make my corners all one movement. So
I know, that's what I was. I don't want it to look squared. I look like rounded. Oh, I don't know.
And it will cut the paint. All this masking and wanting the windows black and all that stuff's really cool till you have to actually tape it off and paint them. That's why I like bare metal foil, because you don't mask it off. You know, it's basically the foil is the masking, I guess. But she wanted black, not chrome. So do they make black bare metal foil? I doubt it, because it wouldn't look like bare metal.
Oh man, it's kind of like not. This is like surgery. The curves make me nervous. I can't remember where I started.
Oh, for the days where you just paint your model and don't worry about the trim. Sure was easier.
I don't feel like I'm getting it in the look.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm going to turn the camera off and give her a hand. We're getting some dry brushing. Wood simulations, what we're doing here. On the back bed. She's trying her hand at it. She doesn't want it to be weathered, but we still want it to look like wood, and then we'll have to go back in the middle of all those where those metal strips are, and we'll paint those. But
and I'm not crazy about the perfect lines, because wood is inconsistent. So
Well, it looks pretty inconsistent to me.
I don't know. Some of them just like brush strokes. I don't like that. Oh, I got it too dark.
And then we can put something shiny over that to make it look like it's had a coat of varnish on it. So that'll also make it look better. The windows are cut out too. Gotta get those painted on the body. I think that looks good. And when you get those metal strips painted, it will definitely break all that up and make it look good.
Okay.
Good?
I think
It
so.
don't look too
I
bad.
think so.
It looks actually pretty good.
I want to
There's
put some little knots.
It already had the wood grain like in the plastic. So I got
You're
that.
supposed to let them think that I did that.
Do what?
I said you're supposed to let them think I did that.
Oh, well, go ahead. Let them think that.
I'm just joking. Well, they've done enough to probably know that.
Alright, so now we need to get let that dry a few minutes and we will paint those ridges, or each one of those is a metal strip that needs to be a silver color.
Okay.
It'll be fun. Alright.
Alrighty.
Alright, we're about to paint the trim around the body. Stand by. Trace out that
It's almost like it disappears down
ridge.
here. There it is.
Got the body in the incubator for a few minutes to let that black paint set up, so it can be the tape can be removed, and hope that it doesn't or hasn't bled past the tape. That's one thing I don't like about masking is you always have to hope that paint holds up. I mean, the tape holds up and doesn't let the paint go through. So
Which one?
that looks pretty decent. And how many more?
I can't tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6, 7 all together, I guess. Alright, we'll come back when she's done with this. Alright, can you see the disappointment on her face? So the masking didn't mask off just perfect.
I should have just free-handed it.
Should have freehanded. You could. I think
it would have.
although everybody's gonna say she freehanded that forward, it's a lot different. This front the front rubber, there's not like a real definite line around it, but I don't know why the paint soaked through, because I did use the Tamiya tape.
It bled through.
But look right here, she's very disappointed.
It looks terrible. It looks absolutely.
She's like, all that
horrible.
work that we put in it, and then look at that. And we don't have any more of this paint because we custom mixed this paint. And when you do that and you don't pay attention to how much this or that you put in there, and when you don't have any more white, yeah, it's almost impossible to repair that, fix it. But we'll make the best of it. And once we get other things on the body, the windshield the windshield wipers will be painted, things like that. And also I told her, I said, maybe we can take some black and just at least clean up. Let me see if I can get in there closer. Clean up a little bit and just straighten that up. I know it's a little wider than it should be, but at least go in there and just straighten it.
It's a huge eyesore.
A huge eyesore. She's very disappointed. She says all that work goes in it, but that's just part of it. How many times have you guys been there? You got it's all going perfect, and then all of a sudden, one thing. That's why I don't personally like to mask, because I'm always afraid it's going to run through. That's why I love bare metal foil. But when you got one that you want to do black, you can't do anything but that. Well, at least the truck bed looks nice. Put that on top of it. That's looking real good. So she's got that, and I think we'll put a coat of Future or something on top of that, and it will make it shine a little bit and look like it's a varnish. But that looks jam up. She's going to paint her steering wheel.
Yeah. He wanted to put gray in it, but I felt like it would just make it look weathered and aged, and I didn't want it to look
She wanted
aged.
the new look, like it's been restored, it's not aged. I wasn't going for age. She just thought if I was thinking to streak some gray in it, but
that makes me think barnwood or something.
So she said, no, let's do a darker brown. So, oh well, look at the sad face. Goodness gracious. Alright, so we'll make the best of it. It's still going to turn out good. All we have to do, there's a fix for this. You just don't show them that side. You just show them this side.
But I know it's there. And this side doesn't look good either.
Well, that's why we show them this angle.
We'll just show them the back?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just show them the back.
Just like that. See? Problem solved. Oh, well. Alright, well, get back at it. Stand by. She's painting the interior. This is what I usually do. So I just use craft paint, flat black craft paint, and I paint the insides if it's going to be black. So she's just going to go ahead and paint all this up and get that. Then we're going to throw it into the incubator and overnight and let the windows, the black around the windows cure, so we don't make any more mistakes on that. Maybe try to straighten it up a little bit tomorrow. And I've got to help by the windshield. Got a drop of something on it. So there's a drop of something that got on the windshield, and I think it was like parts cleaner, brake cleaner when I was cleaning the airbrush. Anyway, it's not like embedded, but it did smoke it right there, so I'm going to take some, let's see, I've got some of this scratch out, and I might put some of that on my, where's it at? My little drill right here. So I've got these little pads that different, like one's really soft, one's like coarse, and I think the black is the softest. And try to get that that spot out of the window. If not, I'm gonna have to dig into one of these other kits and rob a windshield, and I don't want to do that. It's against my way of doing things. I don't like to rob kits of parts. Then you got a kit without a windshield.
How far do you actually see inside this thing?
I'd go ahead and paint all the way down.
All the way down?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got those door panels. This one comes with the door panels, and it's kind of odd because it's definitely an afterthought. These door panels are. The 55 panel over there, which is the same, the same kit except it's a panel. It didn't have door handles, but it was an older kit. This is a newer one, so this addition of door panels that they've come up with, they don't really look natural to the truck when you put them in there. So we'll see how that goes. I was looking on eBay today and I saw a 1981 version of this. It was Stroh's beer. I think it comes with barrels. It was the same exact truck, the 55 4 by Monogram, and I bet you it didn't have door panels. That is, again, looks like an afterthought that they wanted to upgrade the interior on this truck. But you getting it?
Yeah, I just don't want to get it.
Alright, well, she's going to keep working on this, and I'm going to cut the camera. And we may be back tomorrow. I don't think we're going to have a lot more to be able to do today. She's going to paint her steering wheel brown. So we painted the steering wheel that was chrome. That like graphite color, whatever it is, the epoxy appliance paint, like we painted everything else, the bumpers and everything, but she wants the ring around it. Although that's a billet steering wheel, she prefers maybe a brown, maybe a wood grain. No, it's not stupid. So I've got some of this gloss light brown Tester's paint. We'll do that. Also, we have to, oh, this thing's totally out of focus. We've got to, what else is new? The emblem on the front of the hood here, we're going to get that painted. So that's going to be a challenge. I painted the one on my 55, but it didn't turn out like perfect. But it did. I did outline it with the silver and then fill it with the red color. So that'll look nice. But all in all, this truck's looking good except for the mishap with the masking and oh well.
Back there too.
Not yet. First model still looking really. It's like 1,000 times better than any model kit that I built as a kid.
Well, I've had your help too. So if I was on my own, if I was on my own, there's no telling what it would look like.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned in the comments that I think I need to get her one and let her build it on her own or something. There's a bunch of you guys out there that are like real defensive for Miss Heather's sake. Like I'm like this. I'm ruling over her every. It was said micromanaging everything, and she says you shouldn't let those comments get to you, but it kind of does because, when you build a model, it's nice to have someone that's done it before to help you. And my dad kind of just let me build them. He didn't I don't recall at least. That's been some 30 years ago or better. I don't remember what advice he gave me or whatever when I would build. He would occasionally walk in my bedroom and see what I was doing, or I'd ask him to come look. But it's nice to have someone to guide you, to help you with the paint so you don't ruin like 50 paint jobs before you get a good one and things like that. And then we turn around and ruin it by the trim. But so you guys chill out. She's doing good. And listen, whenever I suggest something that she doesn't want, I don't make her do it. I told her we're going to put some the paint on the bed earlier. We're going to now get some gray. She's like, no, I don't want gray. Well, I didn't do gray. So hey, give me a break, okay? With my glasses on. So all right, we're going to cut this right here and we'll be back pretty quick. Stand by. Alright, so I didn't realize that this video had already been like 20 something, maybe closer to 30 minutes of video. So I'm not going to drag this on like 50-minute video. I know we didn't get a lot done this time, but the things that we have to do to it, I say we, well, I guess it is we, team effort, sort of, is like the windows, install the windows, the dashboard gets installed, little things like not necessarily have to be on camera to do those. For the most part, the truck is done. We will come back for the reveal of the completed truck, maybe a few button up a few loose ends, and then have the reveal for the last. And I didn't think this would ever be like 5 parts or something like that, or it might be 6. I don't know if this is 4 or 5. I can't remember at this point. But we'll get it together, and don't want to drag it out and like video after video after video. But we will end this one just so the sake of you won't have to watch it for so much longer. We'll come back with a few other little details and then have the completed truck on the next video. And she's so sad about that black paint.
I am very upset about that because I was looking so good, and then that happened.
Yeah. That happens. Oh my. How many times has it happened to you where you got that perfect paint job going on and it's like, oh yeah, and then there's the blob that blew out of the airbrush, or the mosquito landed on it and it ruined the entire paint job, and you have to go through so much, and you sometimes just want to throw your hands up and put it back in the box and quit with it, but we're not going to. It's still going to be. It still looks so much better than anything I ever did for my first try. She has very steady hands, so she says I should have freehanded all that. That's a pretty good task to freehand it, but people do. They do it.
I wish I would have done that.
She'll probably like chrome next time. Chrome looks a lot better.
I like the black on that anyway. I mean, maybe chrome on something else, but I like the black on that.
So she likes. I do too. I think it does.
Except for the big blob.
It does look. You know, from here, what that's what they call a 5-footer or a 10-footer. But no, it's looking good. Hey, the bed looks awesome with that bead that goes around it and everything. So. Alright, so we'll end it here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your comments, because you do load her down with comments, but she tries. She'll tell me I've responded to every one of them. But what I have noticed is, and I don't know, we haven't gone back and looked, but if we usually respond on our phones, and if you go on the computer, sometimes it's like, I don't know how these comments don't make it through, and she hasn't done that, but I have in the past, and I'm like, wow. All these comments I didn't respond to, and you didn't see them on the phone. So there's probably a bunch of comments that she still didn't respond to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Due to that
I'll
fact.
get on the computer.
She'll get on the computer, but she does. She gets on there and she says, "I've replied in full sentences." So I usually like do the thumbs up thing or
yeah, but
thanks.
you have a lot more to comment.
So we do appreciate you guys encouraging her as she's doing this, and I can't wait for the next one. Don't know how long it'll be. Hopefully it won't be too long until her next build. Who knows what it'll be. The red truck is a challenge because they just did not make a straight bed forward. They did, in one of you guys sent a picture of a Revell snap kit that was from 1981. I think it was 4-wheel drive, but we could have worked around that. But it was a straight bed, short wheelbase, like 84, no, it would have been an 81 Ford truck, same body style. But you cannot find that kit anywhere.
Yeah, and I really wanted to do that. Like, that's the top one that I want to do. But I'll have to maybe think of something else.
Some of you have recommended Broncos and things like that, but then the Bronco, the bed is attached to it's all one piece. A little bit different, kind of like a van is. But we'll find something that she can build. It'll be fun. Somebody mentioned Volkswagen, other things. There's a whole bunch of stuff that people have recommended.
Maybe a mom car or something.
A mom car. And then some of you guys, especially on the Facebook group, one of you put a minivan, a Dodge minivan. Lindbergh had a minivan kit, and I thought, oh man, that would be so cool. But those are just unique kits, and they're super hard to find. And I was wanting to maybe have her try Fujimi or Hasegawa.
You said that before, but I don't know what that is.
Or Tamiya or something like that. It's Japanese brands.
It's a car.
No, it's a brand of model.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, they make like interesting stuff. A lot of right-hand drive stuff. That
interesting to you.
To me, yeah. Anyway.
All right. I like.
Yeah. You got anything you want to say?
No.
No.
Thank you for all the comments and your encouragement.
Thank you for all the comments and the encouragement. All right, so this video is done. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Don't forget to go to the Facebook group and join there as well. I think I keep saying 2,000 members, but it's right around 2,000 members we have in the Facebook group. Also, don't forget to go over to Hobby Nut Models to check out Mark's inventory there. It's where we get this great MCW paint and all the other supplies that we use to build these models. So thanks, Mark, for all your support. Don't forget to go over and check out Hobby Nut Models. Also, the Teespring store. I've lowered the prices on my merchandise, so go over there and check that out. And I appreciate all of you guys that have made a purchase off the Teespring store. So all those are linked in the description, and we're done.
Yep.
All right, until next video. The last one's going to be interesting, fun, and
I hope so.
yeah. All right, guys, you take care, and we will see you later.
Bye, guys.